Good morning, everyone. I am Adhija Paul from class 9C, roll number 1, and my topic is architect. An architect is a person who plans, designs, and oversees the construction of buildings. To practice architecture means to provide services in connection with the design of buildings and the space within the site surrounding the buildings that have human occupancy or use as their principal purpose. Artists that reside within architects create space that not only serves a purpose but exists to communicate an idea or evoke a feeling. Art and architecture have a deep connection that unites them through their design, the designer, and their individual meanings. Architects apply impartial and creative thinking to projects large and small. They add value whether from maximizing light and space, adding functionality, or achieving the best return on your investment. The following model is not just a regular house but a model of a smart house. It is made up of wood for better insulation, which keeps the indoors warm in winter and cold in summer. Windows have been made bigger and in oversized for better air circulation. Chimney has been attached to remove byproduct gases like carbon dioxide from the air. Solar panel has been installed to absorb the sun's rays and convert them into electricity or heat. In this way, it helps to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Rooftop window has been kept to illuminate the house with natural light. A rainwater harvesting system has also been installed to provide an alternative supply during water restrictions and to preserve water in the tank. In this way, a smart house has been made to utilize the natural resources in the best possible way. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all present there. Myself Akshata Manjul from class 9C have opted for career cardiologist. Heart is a muscular organ which plays the most vital role in a body. It beats around 100,000 times a day, pumping approximately 8 pints of blood throughout the body. This delivers oxygen and nutrient-rich blood to the tissue and organs and carries away the waste products. Your heart is divided into two separate pumping systems. The right side of your heart receives oxygen poor blood from your veins and pumps it to your lungs, where it picks up oxygen and gets rid of carbon dioxide. Whereas your left side of your heart receives oxygen rich blood from your lungs and pump it through your arteries to the rest of your body. Here, this is our lungs and this is our body. Now let us talk about the two common heart-related diseases, which are heart attack and cardiac arrest respectively. A heart attack happens when the flow of oxygen-rich blood in one or more of the coronary arteries which supply the heart muscle suddenly becomes blocked and a section of heart muscle can't get enough oxygen. The blockage is usually caused when a plaque ruptures. Cardiac arrest is the cessation of cardiac mechanical activity resulting in the absence of circulating blood flow. Cardiac arrest stops blood from flowing to vital organs, depriving them of oxygen and, if left untreated, may also lead to death. Thank you.
Not what we achieve, it's what we overcome. That's what defines a career. A warm good morning to one and all present there. I am Apni Chanasya from grade 9C and today I am presenting you all my project for the NIRMAAN exhibition. The topic is Chartered Accountancy. Chartered Accountancy is a professional practice of accounting, auditing, taxation and financial assessment for an individual or an organization. Chartered Accountant is a designation given to a person, an accounting professional who has received certification from a statutory body that he or she is qualified to take care of the matters related to accounting and taxation of a business. CAs are some of the highest paying professionals in India in the non-technical field. The procedure to become CA is challenging as the candidates have to clear various exams at different levels, but it is very promising. Although the Chartered Accountancy course duration is 5 years, it can take more time if the candidates take more than one attempt to clear the exam. Chartered Accountancy eligibility criteria. In order to become a CA, the candidate has to go through a process of training and clear exams at various levels, which is conducted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India (ICAI). Eligibility criteria for CA Foundation Group. Candidates who have completed the 10th class or who are appearing for the 12th exam can apply for the same. In the direct entry route, the graduates or the postgraduates from the commerce stream must have at least 55% aggregate or an equivalent score. All The graduates and postgraduates from the non-commerce stream which have at least 60% aggregate equivalent score can apply. CA exam. In India, the ICIA conducts the C exam and certifies a candidate as a qualified chartered accountant and successful completion of the 3-level course. Examinations are conducted during the chartered accountancy courses. Common proficiency test or foundation exam is the entry-level test for the CA course, followed by the intermediate and the final examination. C foundation, intermediate, and final examination are conducted twice a year in May and November. The CA Foundation course is divided into 4 papers. One has to clear all the 4 papers to qualify this level of CA course. The CA Intermediate course is divided into 2 groups, both having 4 papers. One has to clear all the 8 papers in order to qualify this level of CA course. The CA Final course is divided into the 2 groups and 8 papers. One has to clear all the 8 papers to qualify this level of CA course. Chartered Accountancy Career Scope. Chartered Accountants. Now, chartered accountant professions. As we all know that there are many government and private companies that are providing jobs with a good package. The aspirants can become an employee, can be employed in a firm as an employee, or they can even start their own private practice. There are many scopes of jobs for the students who are pursuing CA course. The CA played an important role in the organization and duties of a CA, like auditing and assurance, tax consultancy, accounting services, accounts of financial outsourcing. Every registered firm or organization under the Company Act have a CA that manages various tasks like finance manager, financial controllers or advisors or directors, and audit their accounts. After becoming a CA, there are various job opportunities. For example, the financial accountant, cost accountant, tax manager, and the auditor. Chartered accountancy. Why only chartered accountancy? Many of the time, students used to ask why C has been given so much priority. Why is every commerce student dreaming to be a CA instead of being the toughest course in India? Here we have an answer to all your questions. Chartered accountancy is a recognized profession by the industry which mainly focuses on finance, auditing, and accounting. The chartered accountants are the only person who enjoys the monopoly of auditing the financial statements of an organization. Without a CA's signature, the financial statements could not be presented in the AGM before the shareholders. Chartered accountants enjoy a high reputation in the society besides the facilitating incentives. Chartered accountants not only deal with the debit-credit of the accounts, but they also play a very important role at the big nation and nation building. A CA has a role of elaborating capital budgeting, tax planning, budget forecasting, preparing a book of accounts, finance, and additional actions. Thank you everyone for taking out the precious time and listening for me speak. I hope you gained a lot of knowledge about my career scope, that is chartered accountancy. May you all have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Yuddha Krit Nischaya, meaning fight with determination, the motto of the Garhwal Rifles. Greetings, I am Diya Bhandari and I will be uncovering certain facts about one of the most elite forces, the Indian Army. The Indian Army is the land-based branch and the largest component of the Indian Armed Forces. The President of India is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Army and its professional head is the Chief of Army Staff, who is a 4-star general. Armed forces epitomize the ideals of service, sacrifice, patriotism and composite culture of the country. Recruitment to the armed forces is voluntary and open to all citizens of India, irrespective of caste, color, class, religion and community, provided the laid down physical, medical and educational criteria are met. The primary mission of the Indian Army is to ensure national security and national unity, defending the nation from external aggression and internal threats, and maintaining peace and security within its borders. The main motto of Indian Army is service before self. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Khushi Yadav from class 9C and the profession I chose is electromagnetic engineering. and my topic is electromagnets. But before I start with my topic, I would like to give you a short recap about electromagnetic engineering. Electromagnetic engineers design and develop electromagnetic systems, devices, and components. Electromagnetism has important scientific and technological applications. It is used in many electrical appliances to generate desired magnetic fields. What are electromagnets? An electromagnet is a type of magnet in which the magnetic field is produced by an electric current. The wire turns are often wound around a magnetic core made from a ferromagnetic or ferrimagnetic material, such as iron. The magnetic core concentrates the magnetic flux and makes a powerful magnet. How to make an electromagnet? Electromagnets can be created by wrapping a wire around a nail and running current through the wire. The electric field in the wire coil creates a magnetic field around the nail. In some cases, the nail will remain magnetized even when removed within the wire coil. What is an electromagnet and how it is used? Electromagnets are widely used as components of other electrical devices such as motors, generators, electromechanical solenoids, relays, loudspeakers, hard disks, MRI machines, scientific instruments, and magnetic separation equipment. Thank you everyone for a precious time. I hope you learned something new. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Kripa Mariam Siju and the career I have taken for this year's NIRMAAN exhibition is clinical research. What is clinical research? Clinical research is a medical research involving people. Clinical trials are research studies performed in people that are aimed at evaluating a medical, surgical, or behavioral intervention. They are the primary way that researchers find out if a new treatment, like a new drug, diet, or medical device, for example, vaccine for COVID-19, is safe and effective in people. Often, a clinical trial is used to learn if a new treatment is more effective or has less harmful side effects than the standard treatment. India is evolving in many phases to run the race in the world, and clinical research is one such phase where India is making remarkable development and growth. India has been involved in clinical research for the past many years and now is on its way to becoming a major focus for it. The billion-dollar industry is already witnessing high demand for qualified professionals. Indian pharmaceutical industry is one of the fastest growing sectors of the Indian economy and has made rapid strides over the years. There is a massive need for clinical research professionals in this fast growing field. Clinical research makes an interesting career option with great scope for professional growth. To build a career in clinical research, basic education in this field is necessary.
This is the working model of lungs. The lungs are a pair of spongy air-filled organs located on either side of the chest. The lungs are organs most affected by COVID-19. Your lungs might become inflamed, making it tough for you to breathe. This can lead to pneumonia. COVID-19 directly impacts the lungs and damages the alveoli. Even while making a vaccine for COVID-19, a clinical trial was used to learn if the new vaccine is effective and or has harmful side effects.
Eligibility. Graduation in medical science courses like MBBS, BDS, etc. or degree in science, pharmacy, pharmacology, life sciences, biotechnology, etc. from a recognized university. Different career opportunities in clinical research. 1. Medical Director, Project Manager, Clinical Trial Manager, Clinical Research Analyst, Clinical Research Associate, Clinical Research Coordinator, Clinical Research Physicians, and Biostatistician. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mihika Khagloya. I am in class 9C, roll number 7, and this is my project for the NIRMAAN exhibition. I am playing the role of an eco-car engineer and will be explaining the working of a balloon-powered car with the help of a mini model. Do you think you could build a car that is powered by nothing but air? A balloon-powered car is pushed forward by air escaping from a balloon, and it is fun and easy to build with materials you already have around your house. The material required to build a mini model of a balloon-powered car are 4 bottle caps, 4 pen ink reservoirs, an 8x6-inch mount board or a cardboard, a straw, black thread, a rubber balloon, and some tape. Balloon-powered car consists of 3 main parts: the body of a car, the wheels of the car, and the axles which connect the wheels to the body and allow the wheels to spin. Have you ever blown up a balloon and then just let it go without tying it shut? The air escapes rapidly out of the balloon and it makes it zip all over the room. This is because when you blow up a balloon, you increase the air pressure inside the balloon. This increased air pressure stretches the rubber balloon material, just like stretching a simple rubber band. Both the stretched rubber material and the air pressure inside the balloon store potential energy, or energy that is waiting to do something. An uninflated balloon does not store any potential energy, whereas an inflated balloon stores potential energy in the form of stretched rubber and the air pressure contained inside the balloon. When you let the balloon go, the rubber contracts and the air is rapidly squeezed out the opening of the balloon. The potential energy stored inside the balloon is then converted to kinetic energy, or the energy of motion. Because the air is rapidly pushed out backwards, there is a reaction force that pushes the balloon forward. This principle comes from Newton's third law of motion, which states that for every action, there is an equal or opposite reaction. According to the Newton's third law of motion, when air is pushed backwards out the opening of the balloon, there must be an equal or opposite reaction that tends to push the balloon forward, something like this. When you just leave a balloon on its own, it tends to randomly fly around all over the room and is almost impossible to steer. But when you attach it to a car like this, you can harness the balloon's energy to propel the car forward. The engineering goal of this project was to design, build, and test a car that is powered by nothing but a balloon. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Priya Pusola. I'm from grade 9C and my roll number is 8, and I am representing robotics engineer. Industrial robotics has an important role in keep thriving companies in your communities. Robotics creates well-developed jobs and even well-paid jobs. Robotics make it possible to manufacture locally in places where work standards are more respectful than in low-wages regions. It also removes dangerous situations for workers. Robotics technology influences every aspect of work and home. Robotics has the potential to positively transform lives and work practices, raise efficiency and safety levels, and provide enhanced levels of service.
Greetings, respected teacher and my fellow classmates. Today I, Sanskriti Sharma, will be presenting to you a model based on the world of astronomy. Astronomy is the branch of science that deals with celestial objects, space, and the universe as a whole. It gives an insight about planets, stars, other objects, and phenomena occurring in the universe. There are many organizations such as ISRO, NASA, Roscosmos, KARI, etc., which keep up with the phenomena occurring around the universe. These organizations also send satellites and astronauts to the space for a more detailed study. Talking about astronauts, a person who travels to space to witness, discover, and learn more about the planets, stars, etc., is known as an astronaut. In short, a space traveler. There are physical and academic requirements to become an astronaut. Astronauts are generally trained for more than 2 years to be able to withstand the climatic and air pressure difference when they travel to outer space. As for academics, students must pursue both undergraduate and postgraduate aeronautical engineering courses that are related and relevant to the field. Some of the top courses that can be pursued to become an astronaut are BTech Space Technology, BTech Aeronautical Engineering, MTech Aeronautical Engineering, etc. Admissions to these courses are done through entrance exams such as JEE Main, JEE Advanced, GATE, etc. In outer space, astronauts have their specific roles for the success of a mission. They are classified as per their field of expertise. For example, there is a commander astronaut whose job is to check the overall mission success from beginning till the end. Next, there is a pilot who is responsible for controlling each and every movement of the spacecraft, including launching and landing. There is a flight engineer who looks out for all the equipment placed on the spacecraft and checks their functionality. Lastly, there is a mission specialist whose job is to collect information and analyze it. To become an astronaut, one has to be adventurous, mentally and physically strong. After all, crossing the limitless sky isn't easy. Thank you.
My name is Tanisha Dawdani and I am from class 9C, roll number 10. The topic I have chosen for NIRMAAN exhibition is artificial intelligence. So now what is artificial intelligence? In simple words, it is the ability of a computer or a robot that is controlled by a computer to do tasks usually done by humans because they need human intelligence and discernment. John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence and now he's called the father of AI. AI is to enable computers to perform such intellectual tasks such as decision making, problem solving, perception, understanding, human communication. AI is benefiting our everyday lives. All eyes are now on the benefits and the dangers of the development of artificial intelligence. Today, most of us use navigation devices and also Google search engines, etc. To summarize all this up, I'd say artificial intelligence makes our life more easier and efficient every day. And AI powers many programs and services that helps us do everyday things. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tanishka Mehta from grade 9C. My roll number is 9311 and my topic is Actuarial Sciences. An actuary is a business professional who specializes in mathematics, statistics, and logical reasoning. Actuarial science is based on mathematics, statistics, finance, economics, probability, and computer science. Actuaries are hired by companies to assess various fields like fixing and designing insurance premium rates, designing pension schemes, insurance plan designing, etc. Risk management is one of the core pillars that define an actuary. Actuaries essentially analyze and compute out the best possible risk management plan through the collected data and statistics. Designing social security schemes is another core value that an actuary has to employ while formulating these schemes for injuries, sickness, loss of property, and such other functions. Actuaries are mainly employed in the insurance sector. These companies' investment consultation and premium design structure is managed totally by actuaries. Actuarial sciences are one of the toughest professions in the world and one of the most required. In today's times, various firms are losing control of their steering force just because of failed schemes and wrong investments. We need such professions for the future to grow together as an economy. Actuary work is vital to the success of financial organizations and the financial health for many other for-profit and non-profit businesses. Actuaries usually enjoy the financial health in combination of working in a business environment and applying mathematical and statistical skills in their jobs. Actuaries would be required in the future to design infallible plans so that the upcoming businesses do not fail and there is a constant growth in the economy. Thank you.
This is a model of an escalator. An escalator is a device which transports people from one floor to another. An escalator is very easy and simple to use. Some places where we find escalators are malls and airports. My escalator is made from recycled plastic and fiber and so is eco-friendly. This escalator is very light as compared to metal escalators, so it consumes less electricity during operation. The cost of this escalator is half of a metal escalator. I am very happy to show you how it works. Thank you for listening about my project.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanvi and I am from class 9C and my topic for the project is MBBS. MBBS stands for Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Medicine. It is a degree towards the step becoming a doctor, a person whose life is dedicated to curing human lives and improving healthcare. In MBBS, we study the human body and its different functions. And for this project, I am going to be speaking about the heart, which is a vital organ of the human body. The human heart is a muscular organ which pumps blood through the blood vessels of the circulatory system. The human heart is divided into 4 chambers. The upper 2 chambers as the right atrium and the left atrium, and the lower 2 chambers as the right ventricle and the left ventricle. The human heart is located at the center of the chest between the lungs. The human heart is enclosed in a protective sac called as pericardium, which contains a small amount of fluid in it. The walls of the hearts are made up of 3 layers: epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. The blood flows into the left ventricle and then pumps it out into the body through the aorta. After the blood circulates throughout the body, it loses oxygen. The deoxygenated blood is eventually returned to the heart via the right atrium and ventricle to be pumped back into the lungs for reoxygenation. This is how the blood circulation takes place, and we should keep our heart healthy by eating healthy food and doing regular exercises.
My name is Trisha Kashyap. Today I will tell you about Parkinson's disease.
Substantia nigra is Latin for black substance. There are 2 substantia nigra, one on each side of the midline of the midbrain. The substantia nigra is actually made up of 2 distinct regions, the substantia nigris pars compacta and the substantia nigris pars reticula. The substantia nigra gets its dark coloring from the large number of dopamine neurons in the substantia nigra pars compacta, as they express high level of dark pigment called as neuromelanin. In fact, most of the dopamine producing neurons of the brain are found in either the substantia nigra or the adjacent area called the ventral tegmental area. The substantia nigra is a part of the basal cavity of the brain. The substantia nigra compacta contains 2 parts, the caudate and the pitumen, which is together called as the striatum. The dopamine form the long bundle of fiber which is responsible for the facilitation of the movement. It also contains the substantia nigris reticulum, which is responsible for facilitation and also contains the GABA neurons. Parkinson's disease is a neurodegeneration disorder which causes the death of the dopamine neuron in the substantia nigris. Thank you.
We keep getting old and never younger, although we wish we could. How we clean a room once and within no time they get dirty again. These are some things that work in one direction, not the other way round. These examples entail the second law of thermodynamics. But what does it state? Let's find out more. If you ever drop a glass and watch it shatter, you know there's no way of going back in time and getting back the unbroken glass. This is called irreversibility. The second law of thermodynamics states that the heat energy cannot transfer from a body at a lower temperature to a body of a higher temperature without the addition of heat. To demonstrate the second law of thermodynamics, we'll take two balloons, the balloon A and the balloon B. We'll inflate both the balloons, but we'll add water in balloon B and put over the flame and see what changes occurs in it. As we have inflated the balloon A, we'll put over the flame and let's see what happens. We notice the balloon burst. For the first balloon, the heat from the candle gets transferred into the air inside the balloon. This causes the air to expand and the balloon bursts within a few seconds. Now we have inflated the balloon B and added water to it. Let's see what happens if we put over the candle. For the second balloon, the heat is transferred to the water as it is a great conductor of heat. The water closest to the flame heats up and it begins to rise. Cooler water absorbs more heat and the process repeats. During the convection process, the balloon does not burst. The enthalpy of thermodynamic system, denoted by H, can be determined with the help of an example which states H is equal to U plus P into V, where U is the internal energy of the system, P is the pressure and V is the volume. As per the second law of thermodynamics, the entropy of an isolated system can never decrease. That is, the entropy change in an isolated system can only be positive or zero. Therefore, a process can be feasible only when the change in the entropy of the universe is positive. This implies that any process that does not violate the second law of thermodynamics must create an increase in the entropy of the universe.
Hello everyone. Today I'm Artika Agarwal from class 9C. Dalmia High School is here to elaborate on the topic radiation therapy, a cancer treatment. A doctor may recommend intensity regulated radiation therapy, a process that treats certain forms of cancer by killing the cancer cells or controlling their growth. The normal body cells grow and divide as a part of the normal cell cycle. This process is regulated by the cell nucleus. The cell nucleus has genetic materials known as DNA. This DNA contains the instructions that direct the cell division. Sometimes the cell's DNA gets damaged. In this condition, the cell DNA either repairs itself or instructs the cell to die. In cancer, however, the cell DNA is unable to repair itself. Instead, it grows and divides uncontrollably. This forms more and more new damaged cells. These damaged cells, when displace the normal body cells, it forms a tumor. The radiation therapy kills the cancer cells by inflicting overwhelming damage to the cell's DNA. This causes the tumor to shrink and the cancer cells to die. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. Today I, Akshat Bhartoj, am going to present my project on plastic processing. Plastic processing is the process of shaping plastic using a rigid frame or mold. The technique allows for the creation of objects of all shapes and sizes, with huge design flexibility for both simple and highly complex design. A popular manufacturing option, plastic processing techniques are responsible for many car parts, containers, signs and other high volume items. There are different plastic processing techniques available to accomplish this, including rotational processing, injection processing, low processing and compression processing, to name just a few. Each technique has its benefits and it is best suited for the creation of specific items. Nowadays, the industries that utilize plated plastic include automotive, sanitary and plumbing, consumers, electronics, white goods, fashion and cosmetics. Now we are going to demonstrate the injection processing technique, for which we have taken injection processing machine. For this we have plastic raw material. Now we will put the raw material into the hopper. Now it will melt and go to the mold, and then it will acquire the shape of the part like this. Thank you.
Genetic engineering is a process that alters the genetic structure of an organism by removing DNA or introducing new DNA. Let us see the technical aspect of genetic engineering. DNA string is taken from an organism and is cut into pieces. This is the required gene which is made to join the cut plasmids of bacterial cell with the help of an enzyme DNA ligase, which acts like a tape to join the DNA pieces, forming this. Scientists have taken E. coli, which already has some DNA, and it is heated to form holes in the cell membrane. The required gene enters through these holes to join with the plasmids. But several undesired genes like this or this enters the E. coli. So, to avoid their growth, they are placed in tetracycline agar plates. And the gene which we need is kept in incubator overnight to let their colonies grow. And the result is this: many copies of new gene to be utilized as per our requirement. Uses of genetic engineering are many, and scientists are working continuously on it.
Welcome to NIRMAAN 2021. Today I am Saxena from 9C and am going to tell you about my topic, alternative energy experts. As India is committed to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2070, there is a demand of experts in alternative energy. Making conscious efforts at saving the earth and earning a good income in doing so many seems too good to be true. However, the sector is affecting a huge growth and is now predicted to grow in future. The importance of renewable energy sources policy agenda is rapidly growing in order to mitigate carbon dioxide emissions and to reduce the energy. Sunlight is one of our Earth's most abundant energy and is freely available energy resources. Sun has produced energy for billions of years. Solar energy can be converted to any other forms such as electricity and heat. Street lights, solar powered house and solar water heater are made up of using solar panels and are more energy efficient. Street light contains a powerful LED that offers a bright light over a wider area. Solar powered house and solar water heater are made up of using solar panels, which helps to store energy for later use. They consist of a battery charged by solar power and are rechargeable and replaceable. Thank you.
My name is Ashutosh Kumaria. My topic for NIRMAAN exhibition is animation. Before starting, let us know what animation is. The simulation of movement created by a series of pictures is animation. But how it actually works is a bit more complicated. There are a few elements to animation, which are squash and stretch, arcs, follow through and overlapping action, ease in and ease out, anticipation, timing and spacing. So now I would like to show you a video that I have animated.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to present my project. The title of my project is Modified Wind Turbine. This project works in that with that. First, the battery operated fan is started, which generates a wind with very much force. But it cannot move the dish because the dish needs some momentum. So we first give its momentum with hand and then the power is generated when it reaches 1000 rpm, and the power is generated by the induction motor. The power generated is passed on to the capacitor, which stores it, doubles it, and then pass on it to the other fan, which again powers the motor, and this goes on in cycle. Even after if we close this fan, this goes in cycle. We can use this power in tasks like lighting a bulb, charging a phone, etc. The materials used in this are three motors, out of which one is induction motor, a wooden platform, a capacitor, two propellers, a battery, and a switch. The main motive of this project is to create an renewable, unlimited, and non-polluting electric energy. Thank you.
Hello everyone to NIRMAAN 2021. This is Harsh Jain with a project of phone called Fire Alarm. This includes a house, a mobile mechanism which is connected with a tube light starter, which when heated will indicate fire and will call the emergency number saved on that mobile. This is the fire detector which will sense the fire and will make a sound. And here we have a structure of the house. So my project is basically on the topic of safety and surveillance. Let us start with the mechanism. Let me show you how it works. So first of all, I'll light this matchstick. Here I have lighted, if you can see. Here it is lighted, and as soon as I put it on here, you will hear a beep sound. See. Yeah, here if you see, you will obtain a beep sound. Then fire is detected. See, you get a call which says fire is detected. Thank you so much for watching my video.
A very good evening everyone. Myself Kanishk Arora from grade 9 is here with my NIRMAAN project. As we all know, soon electric cars will replace petrol and diesel cars. So here I am with a new variant of electric car which runs on wind energy. Oh wait, first let me explain you my project, then we'll see the demo. I have taken two matchbox and joined it together. Then I took old sticks and bottle caps to make its tire. And then I just stuck the motor, fan and battery, and here is it.
Hello everyone, my name is Khem Agrawal and I am from class 9 and my topic for NIRMAAN exhibition is Discord bot development. So basically I have developed a music bot. To get a list of all commands you have to type prefix help. And in this menu you will get all commands that I have added in the bot. Now to play a music in the voice channel that you have connected, you have to type prefix play and the song name that you wish.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.
And this is how the bot will work. And to play a new song, you simply have to type the command prefix play again and the song will be added to the queue. And now when you type the command prefix queue, in that the list will show how many songs are there in queue, how much is the total length of the song, and what is the up next song. If you like to skip the song to play the next song in the queue, you can simply type the command prefix skip and it will skip the song. And if you would like to stop the song, you can simply type the command prefix stop and it will stop the song. So now I will tell you how the bot works. So I have connected my bot with its token and its client ID on the codes which I have written here. And I have hosted my bot with the help of Lava Links server.
Hello, my name is Krishna Pusala. I study at Dalmia High School in Standard 9 Division D. I'm here to present you with my NIRMAAN project. And the topic of this project is game development. Now we shall come to the topic of how I made this game and what software did I use for it. Well, I used Scratch programming software to make this game. By the use of simple drag and drop system of coding, it is like heaven for the ones who are struggling to learn the new computer languages these days. My game is a rather classic, which is a recreation of the 1980s hit Pac-Man. Now moving towards my game, it is not a lot different than the original Pac-Man, but the thing that differentiates it from the game, from the original game, is that it does not have many levels. Well, with many small glitches, it is still a good recreation of the original game. I use a set of variables and special blocks to make the goals run random.
Good morning, dear friends and my teachers. Today, I, Prathanubos from class 9C, is going to explain my project and my career, weapon engineering. What are weapon engineers? Weapon engineers are those who make weapons, torpedoes, missiles to help the army or the military to use against the enemy. These can consist of guns, torpedoes, submarines, ships, weapons, and many more, etc. Today I have made some similar project about this. I have made a mini drone. This mini drone consists of 4 propellers, 4 motors, a switch and a camera. This is so small that it can camouflage in the surroundings and can go into the enemy's whereabouts and gain information about them, about their positions, about the positions, whereabouts and everything else. This drone is very helpful for the army and the military to gain information and to attack very strategically. Hence I created this mini drone for the army. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Ronak Khatri from class 9C, roll number 28, and my topic is stem cell technology. A stem cell is a cell with unique ability to develop into specialized types of cells. In the future, they may be used to replace cells and tissues that have been damaged or lost due to disease. Our body is made up of different types of cells. Stem cells provide new cells for the body as it grows and replaces the specialized types of cells that are lost or damaged. They have 2 unique properties. They can divide over and over again to produce new cells. As they divide, they can change into other types of cells that make up the body. These cells are useful for research and labs to find the causes of genetic defects in the cell and why certain cells develop into cancer cells, and also serve as a way for the donor's immune system to fight some types of cancer and blood-related diseases. Stem cells are harvested from the bone marrow, where a procedure is carried out to remove the sample of the bone marrow from the hip bone or from the cord blood, from where the blood from placenta and umbilical cord of a newborn baby is used as a source of stem cells. Thank you.
Hello, I am Soham of grade 9C and I have chosen the topic Space Tourism.
Space tourism is an exciting addition to the tourism industry as companies such as SpaceX and Virgin Galactic are already making headlines. In the early 2000s, only US and Russia were able to successfully deliver people into space. Now, private firms are taking on the challenge. It might cost up to ₹2 crore for such a trip. As the tech industry continues to evolve, researchers are dealing with more complex data sets and are working on more futuristic projects such as extraterrestrial colonization. Therefore, it is no doubt that space tourism will be the next milestone in the creation. It is simple to foresee the future LinkedIn job posting. Food engineers should create tempting space foods. Mining experts will gather valuable resources from alien surfaces. Tourist managers will book trips on commercial passenger vessels. Space architects will create structures that can resist anything from severe radiation to sub-zero temperature. Space medicine will create novel remedies for the physical and emotional well-being of space tourists. Traffic managers will coordinate the human-piloted and robotic spacecraft operations. Here I have created a model of a spacecraft that is designed for tourism. Let's see how the rooms inside are. In future, we might be able to make space feel like home.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Talha Chauhan and today I am going to be talking about hydro engineering. So you all might be thinking, what is hydro engineering? It is basically to generate electricity from the movement of water. And here I'll be talking about one of the examples, which is Subansiri Hydroelectric Project, situated at Subansiri River at the border of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, which is also India's largest under construction hydroelectric project to produce 2000 megawatt of power, which would be sufficient to give electricity to 10 to 12 cities approx, which is also a step in the reduction of the use of fossil fuels. How does the project generate electricity? Well, the answer is there are 8 tunnels from where the water enters the powerhouse, and because of the flow of water, 8 turbines which are situated in front of each tunnel rotates, producing electricity and then releasing the water outside, basically changing the form of energy from mechanical to electrical energy. The main problem faced by the engineers of this project, including my father, was the tunnel excavation. But first, let me tell you the basics. Normally and mostly, the tunnels are excavated through explosions, and that depends upon the geology of the area, checking the rock and soil components in the blast area and accordingly using the amount of explosions needed.
A very good morning. I am Utsav Shikharwar from class 9C, roll number 32. I am here today to brief you about ionized alkaline water machines, a healthier mode of consuming water. Alkaline water has become popular in recent years due to the belief that it may benefit health. It helps to eliminate free radicals by neutralizing and removing them from the bloodstream. It is necessary nowadays as most eatables are full of harmful chemicals like pesticides. It protects us from lots of diseases like cancer. pH is the measure of how acidic or basic a solution can be. 2.5 pH indicates that the water is strongly acidic and is also a disinfectant. 6.0 pH indicates that it is a beauty water because it acts as a toner for hair and skin. 7.5 pH is a clean water used for babies or while taking medicine. 8.5, 9.0 and 9.5 pH in water makes it feasible for drinking and cooking. And in the last, 11.5 pH indicates that the water is now at a level where it can remove agriculture chemicals from your food. All in all, an ionized alkaline water machine enables water consumption more profitable. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good day.
Greetings to one and all. I am Vishnu Rajesh from class 9C of Dalmia High School. The model I have made is based on the Indian aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya, which is patrolling the Indian Ocean. My ambition is to join the Indian Navy as a naval officer because a career in the Navy will provide ample opportunities to be able to serve my nation and prove my leadership skills. I will be able to contribute to the safety and success of India and those around me. The Admiral commands a fleet or group of ships of a navy or who holds an important naval post on shore. The Admiral is a 4-star naval flag officer rank in the Indian Navy. An Admiral may be referred to as a full Admiral or 4-star Admiral to distinguish them from the lower flag officer ranks like a Vice Admiral and a Rear Admiral. Admiral Adar Kumar Chatterjee was the first Indian officer to hold the rank of full Admiral. The current Chief of Naval Staff and the only full Admiral in the Indian Armed Forces is Admiral R. Hari Kumar. To enroll as an Indian Navy officer, one can give examinations such as NDA or the National Defense Academy exam. Here I conclude my project on the topic Navy Admiral. Thank you so much for your attention and interest. Jai Hind.
Air is polluted when harmful gases in the form of particulate matter are mixed in our surroundings. This matter, also called as pollution, consists of a mixture of harmful solids and liquids in the air. These can come from vehicles, mining, industries, and so on. They can range from being smaller than the strand of your hair to being large enough for a naked eye to see them. They all are, however, inhalable and extremely harmful. Poor air quality has harmful effects on human health, particularly the respiratory and cardiovascular systems. We will find some people falling sick because of breathing related problems, especially old people. Reducing pollution in the air is important for human health and for the environment. This fan used in the pollution catcher is rated at 200 CFM. That means 200 cubic feet of air passes through it per minute.
A plastic sheet oiled up with petroleum jelly has been kept inside the box to ensure that the dust particles stick to it. Now, to show the working of this model, I will sprinkle some dust particles. The exhaust fan takes in the pollutant with the air. We can see the pollutants getting piled up on the plastic sheet lubricated with petroleum jelly.
This pollution catcher may not catch all of the smaller particles in air, but it will definitely catch hold of the relatively larger particles like those of smoke, smog, and dust. With the help of this pollution catcher, we can know if we breathe in a clean, pollution-free environment. Thank you.